Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wrestling unboxing review. Today we have three WWE Elite Champions, which are the WrestleMania Goldberg, the Elite Collection Drew McIntyre, and the Elite Collection Roman Reigns. So three very nice champions. So let's just jump right into the review. We have three of these to go through. So we're just going to rip right into them very quickly. So Goldberg has his face in the back. Goldberg with the Universal Champion. Shows you the rest of the line. Goldberg, Shawn Michaels, China, and Edge. And the same image. Yep, same image on the side as it is in the back. So let us rip right in. This is obviously a slightly older version of Goldberg. A sort of modern look to him. One of the things I'm noticing is that this packaging reminds me a lot of the AEW figures. The same way that it's connected. It's got this kind of nice background to it. That's kind of cool. Right, so there he is, Bill Goldberg himself. So let's just cut this little bit here. Yeah, that's that taken care of. Do we have any other little straps to take care of? Nope. And there we go. So let's just remove this. That is Paul. I've forgotten his name. He was the manager of Authors of Pain, and originally he was the manager of the Legion of Doom. God, I can't remember his name. Well, never mind. Right, I was trying to get those hands out of the way, but that's a little bit revealed, so let's just go for the feet first. Going to the feet first is generally one of the easier things to do with some of these figures. Maybe we could bend the knee a little bit first. There we go. There is one foot out. So you can see that there's a little bit of plastic. It's just in front of the foot. Actually, the other leg wasn't anywhere near as bad. Just complaining for the sake of complaining here. So are you locked in? Nope. Just a case of pushing you out. Let's go for this hand first. Again, this hand has the same problem. Oh goodness. Right, there we go. Finally. And let's take a look at Mr. Bill Goldberg. So we have the very nice blue Universal Championship, which is the elite version of the belt. Actually, is that actually inscribed Universal Champion on the inside there? I'm not sure. Can we focus on that? Camera? Can you? No, maybe it can't focus that close up. Yeah, dang. Maybe it doesn't see it. Just in the light, it kind of looked a little bit like that. So this is the way that it goes. Luckily it is flexible, so if we just push this over here and put your thumb through these little bits here, your thumbnail even, then you should be able to clip that together, I think. There we go. Well, we've got three of the pegs through the holes, but not the fourth one. Good enough. And there you have it. There's also the Universal Championship. Let's bring the camera down. And focus. Thank you. So let's look at Goldberg. Face certainly looks like Goldberg. There you go. Kind of older, grumpier version of Goldberg rather than his original younger days. Has the very nice tattoo there of the sort of barbed wire. He's had that since the WCW days. There's the same sort of tattoo style on the trunks. So let's look at the articulation. Shoulders are a little bit stiff, but that's fine. Shoulder comes down. The shoulder, the arm seems to be Seems to come out a little bit more on the side than this one. There's obviously the ab crunch. Head is on a ball swivel. Singular ball swivel, as opposed to two like AEW has. Is that a singular elbow joint or is that double? I think that might be a single elbow joint. The wrist is on a ball there, as you can see. Same on that side. It has the bicep swivel, so you have Goldberg's other tattoo on the underside of his arm. Obviously got the chest hair. Legs. That's about as far as he can go, so you can maybe do a kind of a sweet chin music pose. The knee. The knee does have a double joint here, heading underneath the knee pad. The ankle is on a swivel as well. Not an awful lot of movement there, back and forth. The ankle has the boot swivel as well. Let's try this one. I mean, you can see where it's meant to be. Okay, maybe it does. Maybe it is just a little bit stiff. Does it move to the side? Doesn't move that much to the side. Let's try this one. There we are. Just a little bit of force, then you can get the foot to move. No toe pivot. It's a very tiny small amount to the side. And there you are. There is your Bill Goldberg. Get the feet properly. You can stand and throw the Universal title over your shoulder. There we go. There. So the last thing to look at is these additional hands. Now I'm not sure what the difference between these hands are because he's already got open grip hands, but let's take a look at them regardless. We got one out easily enough. Second is giving us a bit of a problem. You know what? I'm sick and tired. Let's just do this for the sake of speed. There we are. Sometimes just for the sake of speed, it is easier to just destroy your things. So let's look at the difference in hands here. One is like a much more open. This is a kind of closed grip, and kind of more open. And this one is exactly the same as the other side. Well, let's try swap them over, see what they look like. There we are. So that's what it looks like. Big, long part there. Clip in the new one. Oh, well, when you clip it in, it's actually kind of loose. You can see that. Look. It's really loose, actually. Well, that's kind of crap, actually. Let's just take that back out and put it in the original one. No, this one has the same kind of situation going on here. It's very loose. What's it like in this one? This one's a little bit more steady. Let's try the other hand. Pull this one out. Just clip in the next one. There we go. Same problem. Far too loose. Try the other one back in. And then when you put that one back in, yep, becomes pretty loose. So there's something to watch out for. So if you don't want the loose Gripping your wrists. Maybe keep the hands that they've got on them, because the second that you remove them, those little pegs are not quite so stable. And this belt, I think I've got it too high up. Let's right. Stay there just a second, Bill. You stay there on camera. Let us try moving this. We'll just put it into its last few slots. Clips in nice and easily there. Nope. Focus, camera. Focus. Focus. There you are. All 4 slots. Nice and pegged in. Nice and easy. I was about to say that sits perfectly, that sits better, but doesn't. Oh, actually, that looks okay. Just have to work with the triceps. So that is Goldberg. Very nice figure overall. Little bit of a dodgy wrists. Put this over here and try not to move the camera so many times. Right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is Mr. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath himself. So let us take a quick look at this. So let's look at the box. So McIntyre, McIntyre, there's McIntyre there, and same image of McIntyre at the side. There's the rest of the line: Edge, McIntyre, Dusty Rhodes, King Corbin, and Sasha Banks. And there's a little bit of information about him there. The Celtic Colossus challenged Brock Lesnar to a fight at WrestleMania 36 for the World Championship, and finally proved why he was the appointed chosen one back when he was Intercontinental Champion, before he was fired from the company for the first time. So there's a little backstory for you. So let's just cut this open. As I said, I'm not keeping these boxes, not at all. I'm just going to rip right into them. As such. And there we are, that can be discarded. Again, it's got the little thing here. One interesting little thing is this is the only one that has this certified authentic WWE. It's not really showing up, but there is a little holographic WWE logo just there. It's a little bit of refusal, but let's just look at McIntyre. So he comes with the big leather jacket that he is well known for wearing. So let's bring him out of this and see what our figure looks like. So we'll start with the feet. Take him out from the bottom. Oh, well, there's one of the hands open. See, now these hands make sense because Drew McIntyre is his pose on the turnbuckle. You know, he has his hands out like this and, you know, roars and rah kind of thing. So I think that's what they were going for with that one. So let's just release these hands here if we can. Got one out. There's the other one. Oh, the leg's free. That's just a case of getting the jacket to remove from the plastic coating, and there we go. So I can go away to the side, and there is Mr. Drew McIntyre, also known as Andrew Galloway, if you want his proper name. So yes, very nice looking Drew. He's got the camera focus, please. He's got the right looks, the right momentums. He's got the sword, the claymores on his trunk. Of course, the claymore is his finisher. Yep. Ah, yes. There's only one elbow joint for the elites. You can see that now. Does have the bicep swivel. Shoulder movement. Same here. Very stiff shoulder movement. We'll just try this way. Without trying to break the figure. Yes, well, that's something. I mean, stiff is not so bad. The wrists are on a ball joint. We'll just try this one more. There we go. Just takes a little bit of loosening up there to get the shoulder to actually move. It does move. The jacket is not welded onto him, so you can take the jacket off if you so desire. Right, let's look at the legs. So, movement frontwards, quite good. The side motion for sweet chin musics, or the leg splits, gives you a good just over 90 degrees. Yep. That seems fine. Thigh swivel, of course. Boot swivel. Double knee joint? Question mark? Yes, it's double knee joint. So that comes quite high up. It's quite good. I think this figure's actually built a little bit better than the Bill Goldberg. Looks like it has the same kind of stiff feet here. Gives it a little bit of strength to get that motion going, but you can if you put the work in. And of course he has the ab crunch. Very, very stiff ab crunch. Very stiff in refusal to even attempt to move ab crunch. Very stiff figure. But like I said, stiff is not a terrible thing. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. There. So, yep, there's the ab crunch feature. And the waist should swivel as well. Yep, there we go. That is your movement. Last thing to look at is the head. But I think the... Oh, I was going to say, I think the hair would stop the motion. But no, it's actually... Even though it's got the long moulded hair, it doesn't actually stop the motion of the head all that much. So, there we go. There's quite a cool Drew McIntyre. So let's try out the alternate hands. They're given a kind of strange look. He's got this kind of smiley kind of grin on his face. Don't really know what that's about. There, that's a little bit. That's better than Goldberg's, definitely. It's nowhere near as loose. Remove this hand. Put in the other one. Yeah, there we go. So then you can put him into his little pose. And, you know, stands with one foot up on the stairs. Something like that. There. Now you've got your very nice little Drew McIntyre. Quite a cool looking figure. Nice sculpt. Good movement. Not many accessories. Doesn't really need accessories. But yes, there we are. So that is Drew McIntyre. So let's move on to the next figure, our last one for today, which is the tribal chief himself, the current Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, who comes with his Wreck Everyone Leave t-shirt, comes with 2 additional heads, comes with additional hands, and he also comes with the big dog, what do you call it, flap jacket? Bulletproof vest? Obviously it's not bulletproof, I mean it's like, looks like it's made of cloth or something, but yes. Then you can see there on the side it says Wreck Everyone Leave. So this is an interesting thing. I thought this Red Elite meant that they were on Raw, and Roman Reigns is quite clearly SmackDown, and when he started wearing this Wreck Everyone Leave, he was on SmackDown, and he hasn't moved to Raw at all since, so is that a mistake? Or is that just this line always had this red line on it? So the rest of the line here, Jeff Hardy, Angel Garza, Sheamus, Buddy Murphy, Rhea Ripley, and Roman Reigns. Buddy Murphy, who has just recently been released by the company, no longer with WWE. So that's a thing. WWE have stated that they are going to be shuffling the deck, swapping out some of their wrestlers. Bit of a strange move, but we'll see how that goes for them. So there we are. Keep that aside. And lots of accessories here with the big dog, Roman Reigns. So first of all, I think this comes in a little plastic cover. Let's just remove that. There you go, there is the Wreck Everyone Leave t-shirt. How does this work? It looks like it opens here at the back. Yep, just a little Velcro thing. Rip open, put it on him, close it back up. We're not going to be using that. But nice that it comes with it. And also on the little O there, it has the Roman Reigns logo. you can see. So that's a nice little cool touch that they've added in. Let's see the figure himself. Or should we take out the accessories first? I think the accessories look a bit easier to take out, so let's go for that. So there is the first hand, which is his little thing that he does generally after doing the power bomb. He does that. The little sort of call me signs. He has that for both hands. One for the gloved right hand and one for the ungloved left hand. Next we have open grip hand with the wide open grip, same that Goldberg comes with. And once again without the glove on the other side. Take out the head next. Now I think this head with the hair up in the ponytail looks a lot more like the current tribal chief, and this is a very good looking likeness to Roman Reigns. Let me just get the camera to focus on it. Yeah, I mean, like, you could look at that and immediately go, yep, that's definitely Roman Reigns. Yeah, they've done a really good face sculpt of him. Looks really nice. Little hair up in the sort of what would you call this? Not a ponytail. Up in a little bunch kind of thing. And of course, the Roman Reigns head that they put in the figure is him with his hair down, which is more when he's actually fighting. He's actually in the ring. So let us bring it out in the big dog. Oh, right. His hand is actually stuck in here with these. So let's just cut that off. If we can get the scissors in here. Oh, try not to with the camera. Maybe easier to get the scissors in this side? Is it even possible to just pull this through? I feel like it could be. There we go. There. That's a little easier. And there you have your big dog, Roman Reigns. So again, really good head sculpt. Looks very much like Roman. Good face that they've got on him as well. I hate when they've got a stupid, the mouth open, or like in a kind of cheesy grin or that kind of way. So this is quite cool. He's got the famous glove, which of course he kind of cocks before going for the Superman punch. He's got the other wristband here. Let's take a look at this wristband. It certainly is like that. That's the kind of insignia of his. Like, there's no insignia on it, but it's the same kind of look. This vest here and these wrist guards are soft rubber. He's got the tattoo. Now, does the tattoo go all the way across? That is the question. Because the tattoo should go all the way to the back. So let us see, how do we remove this? Looks like it opens from this side here, just underneath the hair. Clips open. Unfortunately, it does not. Roman Reigns' current tattoo, it goes all the way into the middle of his back. So this does not go all the way for the tribal chief, but he does have the front of the look. So if you're looking for the modern version of Roman Reigns, this is how he now comes down to the ring in his attire, without the body shield and everything, and generally comes with Paul Heyman. So this is, I think this is possibly the closest modern look you can get to Roman Reigns. If there is any better one, please let me know in the comments below. The same flexibility, mobility as the other ones. The ab crunch, the head is on a singular tilt. The wrists, same. Everything's exactly the same. Let's try the leg kick. Yep, that's as far as it goes. Leg swivel, double knee joint. Well, this one you can properly see. This is a really good double knee joint where the leg actually comes all the way right in. There's no knee pad that's trying to restrict that in any way. Comes all the way right up. This is actually a better one than what the Drew McIntyre was. It's much more fluid, much more solid. It's got that kind of buttery smoothness that I would even come to think of with Storm Collectibles style of figures. It has this strange little ankle bit going on here, but that's okay. It's ignorable. Again, requires a little bit of strength to move back and to bring forward as such. This one certainly has a bit more leeway to the side tilt than what this one does, but I think maybe if just after time you grease it up or whatever, maybe just use some oils in there. So yes, this is the Roman Reigns. So let's try swapping over the head. So it just comes off. So on a little head, a little peg. Head literally just sits like that. Put on the other one. Just clicks right in. Or it should. It's supposed to. Requires a bit of strength. There we go. And there you have quite a kind of modern look to the Universal Champion. Not actually sure which head I prefer. They both look quite good. Like the eyes are more open on this one, and the hair up is kind of more. You know, he's kind of almost like kind of mafia boss is the kind of gimmick that they're going for. You know, where he's the head of the table. So that looks a little bit more kind of clean cut and things. This let's look at the flap jacket, which I neglected for a little bit there. So as you can see, it's got 3 little inlays here that just clip together, and it's quite a cool little accessory they've got. So I mean, you've got the flap jacket, you've got the Wreck Everyone Leave shirt. So you've kind of got like the old and modern Roman Reigns both put together in this. So if you want to choose what one you want to go for, you know, what era, you know, you've got like the most up-to-date version, you've also got the original. So yeah, it gives you a lot of options, a lot of choice. I really like this Roman Reigns. I think all the 3 figures, this Roman Reigns is probably the best one. If you're wanting this humble YouTube commenters, humble YouTube reviewer, not the commenter. Commenters are what you guys do. That's right. So, if you want my opinion, I think yes, the Roman Reigns is probably the nicest of the 3. Let me just rotate the camera down and let's just finish off with a little bit of a comparison. So we have our Drew McIntyre. Let's put him into his pose again, shall we? So there you go, there is the big dog Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and of course, Bill Goldberg. Let's take the Universal title off of Bill Goldberg, because he is not Universal Champion anymore, and we will put it on the shoulder of the big dog, where it rightfully belongs, at least at this moment in time, until someone takes it off him. Yeah, I'm trying to put the hair over the belt, just try and keep it nice and steady. And lastly, let's just do some quick little size comparisons. So there's no point in comparing it with, you know, Mortal Kombat figures or such, but what we will compare it with is let's look at the AEW range. So of the AEW range that we have here, Kenny Omega. So let us see how Kenny Omega stacks up next to Roman Reigns. So he's a little bit shorter, certainly a little bit shorter than what Drew McIntyre is. Drew McIntyre's almost a head taller. Let's just use the scissors of decisions. You can see there where Drew McIntyre's Kenny Omega's head ends. Drew McIntyre is quite a little bit taller. Kenny Omega is standing with his legs like to the side rather than next to one another. I don't think that would make much of a difference. Let's put his legs together. You can see, nope, didn't really bring in the size up all that much. And lastly, so that is the AEW Unrivaled collection range, which is just a little bit shorter than Roman Reigns. But it makes sense because Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre are quite tall people, and Kenny Omega not quite as tall. Let us bring in the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan to finish off this. And you can see that Hulk Hogan and Drew McIntyre are, well, Hulk Hogan and Roman Reigns are pretty much the same size and pretty much the same scale, actually. So, yes, if you do have strong collectible figures, the wrestling strong collectible figures, which are quite rare, then yes, they do go in line with one another. Well, with the WWE Elites, that's what I'm trying to say. And all my words are getting all mixed up. That's what happens when you try to do these reviews late at night. Not recommended. Do them early in the morning while you're still awake. That makes for the best reviews. Well, that is going to be it for today's reviews, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember that you can talk to me in the Discord in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, share and subscribe. Give us a comment. I do try to reply to all of them below. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.